downtown Los Angeles, investigating the construction industry here. Just found several workers that all appear to be fine. The camera on in here. Okay, all these guys were talking in Spanish. And all foreign Latino workers talking in Spanish. And it looks like they're getting city money. It's like on the taxpayers' dime here. It says safety first. So you look at this. What are you guys doing here, man? What are you working on? Oh, you fixing the street? Oh, the scaffolding? You guys need any workers? I need a job. I'm a new migrant from Baltimore. You guys need workers? Adios. Adios, muchacho. Hombre. Adios. Okay, so we don't want to hire Americans, but they're all Latino. And they don't hire white or black U.S. citizens, guys. Unfortunately, that's the norm here in Los Angeles. Hey, you gotta be careful, guy. Sorry. I'm a reporter. You don't want to be on my channel, dude. So the guy almost ran into me. They need to start respecting laws. We have the sanctuary city protectors here, protecting the illegal child rapists. It's the paradise for illegal aliens. If you're an American citizen, they don't want to hire American citizens. So, we'll go this way. There's a lot of psychos on the street, guys. Should be getting some kind of mental help, but the government lets them wander around, threaten people. There was one that looked like she was doing some kind of expelling her bodily fluids in public. But apparently that's not enough to get her arrested. Hey, you need work, man? You looking for a job? No work? You don't want work? Okay. Okay, it's a pretty good restaurant. I've been here, Le Pain Quotidien. That means the daily bread. It's a very good restaurant. As you know, though, construction sites, hold on. People expel bodily fluids. That's part of being liberal here in California. Even though there's kids walking around and people don't want to see when they're getting in public. In most places that would be considered public obscenity, but apparently there's different laws here. I guess I don't think they're part of the United States. So take a look down here, guys. So the problem here in California, the globalists have a lot of power here, and they go out of their way to discriminate against straight white male middle working class people. It's virtually impossible to get a job here if you're a straight white male. But they'll always hire the foreign Latinos that barely speak English, because it's not, a lot of people think it's just because they're cheap. That's not the main reason. It's also to hit the US with non-whites, so China can start a race war here. I want to get a big race war started here, get the population down to more than 50% non-white, and they can start race war and bring in the UN troops. Okay, now I checked out this construction site. This is the Suffolk site, and this company is seriously violating the EB-5 program. That's a program to give green cards, residence permits, aka green cards, to foreigners that invest substantial money in our economy. And they get the green card if they agree to hire US citizens. Now, this site is called the Pershing condominium. They are not employing US citizens, they're employing foreign Latinos, mostly, I would think, probably all illegal aliens. Maybe a few supervisors that are citizens. But you can see here, they're doing this huge construction, this huge condo. And I'll do a follow-up. Last time I was here on my other channel, the California Info Warrior Report, it showed that they had no white or black US citizen workers. It was all foreign Latino workers. So I'm going to do a follow-up today. I wasn't sure if they'd still be here. People don't understand this costs Americans billions of dollars in lost jobs. Very serious situation, guys. This is Suffolk. Now the companies behind this are called the American Dream Fund, Ozarks Bank, which is connected to the Clinton crime syndicate, and this Suffolk company, the Suffolk Contractors. They're out of Boston. It's named after Suffolk County. So I'm going to do a follow-up. And this guy probably didn't work on the Suffolk because he's actually American. Hey, do you work on this condo here, sir?
This one, yeah.
You are?
Yeah.
Where are you from?
What's that?
Where are you from?
From right here, Los Angeles.
Because last time I was here, it was all people from Central America.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Most of your co-workers from Central America?
Yeah. Some from Mexico.
Some? Okay. Have a nice day. Okay, so this guy's claiming that they're not from Central America, or just some, but it's probably just trying to cover his ass. They're not going to admit, obviously, if they got a job. Take a look. So this is at 5th and Wilshire. This is Jonathan Adler, resuming my report on the construction sites in downtown Los Angeles. I'm here following up at the Pershing Square condominium site, and the white construction worker claim it's mostly Americans, but all I see here are foreign Latinos. You can see all these people are foreign Latinos here. All foreign Latino workers, just like last time. You can tell by looking at them. All these people are foreign Latino workers, probably illegal aliens. So that's costing a lot of Americans jobs. And then they try to get taxpayers to bail them out. They don't make money. Major theft. But people don't understand that. So I can see all these guys, they're foreign Latino workers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No white or black U.S. citizen workers. Now we got a bunch of guys down here. I'm gonna take a look at this. What's going on down here? There's a bunch of them leaving the site. Check it out. All right, we got several guys here. Looks like they're leaving the site. Okay, so they're leaving the site. Buenas noches. Buenas noches. Adios. So how do you like working on this? So I had a guy, one of the Latino illegals, just threatened me. There are some Americans working here, but as you can see, it's mostly foreign Latinos. I'm not going to put this guy on the spot because obviously they're worried about their jobs, but I can see most of the workers are not U.S. citizens, but they're foreign Latino. So at least they hired some Americans. Not to brag, but it's probably because of my reports, because when I first came here, there are absolutely no white or black U.S. citizen workers. So the good news is when citizens get involved in taking back our country, these greedy criminal corporations stealing our tax money will respond to pressure, and if they're forced to, they will sometimes barely abide by the laws. How many guys working on this, sir? How many would you say from Guatemala? Honduras? Oh, there's some, right? No comment? Okay, no problem. Okay, so I understand people don't want to talk about it. So this guy's speaking English. So my understanding is the unions control the workers, so they can put different workers on every day. If they're under like public scrutiny, they'll start hiring some U.S. citizens, but they still try to hire as many illegals as possible because obviously the government's not enforcing the laws. So I'll see what's going on here. But yeah, I had one of the illegals get really angry just because I talked to him in Spanish, his native language. So see what's going on with these guys. But like I said, this is a big problem here because these companies financing this cheated both parties. They cheated the Chinese investors that were supposed to get green cards. My understanding is they didn't get their green cards. And they cheat American workers because most of the workers are foreign Latino. So we got a mix here, but mostly foreign Latinos. You can tell this guy is. Tell that guy's Latino. So, I'm going to try a different angle here. A lot of these guys are getting off work. They move really fast because criminals move fast. They want to be on camera. So sometimes they'll try to get people to harass you. you can see we're still working on this. A lot of these guys are leaving work, and most of them. It is a little different than the first time. Since I don't do fake news, I will say they do have some U.S. citizen workers, but it's still mostly Latinos. And I can tell by the accents that they were foreign. So that's still cheating a lot of Americans out of jobs. I'm sure my publicizing them cheating U.S. workers had a lot to do with it because they can just get the union to put some actual citizens on the job, but that's very rare. They usually just do the Latinos. Another psycho. One thing I don't like about these psychos is they block the sidewalks, the street corners, and they create a hazard. People trying to cross the street and they harass people at the street corners. So you can see this is Pershing Square, downtown Los Angeles. And this is called the Suffolk Company, cheating U.S. workers. So I'm going to see if I can catch some of these guys coming off the site. Okay, I'm looking at these guys in the elevator, and they're all Latino. So, like I said, I was here a few months ago, and it was all Latino workers, probably mostly illegal aliens. So I'm back here today to follow up, and there is some improvement, but there's still mostly foreign Latinos working on the site. We're starting to exit the work site. So it's a big problem here in Southern California that almost all the construction jobs and trucking jobs are going to foreign Latinos. And you can see almost all the homeless people are white and black U.S. citizens. And you rarely see any Latino or Chinese homeless people because they're the favored privileged class by a corrupt elite. So the crazy guy. So these are the kind of people, if they get violent, then they need to be put away in a mental hospital. That looks pretty bad shape. We should be humane, but we also need to protect other people. See, this guy's harassing people. Let's see what he does. Okay, so he didn't attack anybody, but a lot of times these guys will spit and scream at people when they're crossing the street and cause accidents. As you can see, this is very expensive, multi-million-dollar construction project using mostly foreign Latino Spanish speakers. Usually when I meet a white guy, which is rare on these sites, they have to know Spanish. Okay, so I think I'm going to continue to some other locations. Um, I might head down to the government and the Christopher Columbus statue. Plan to do that later. See what's going on here. Some type of roller rink here. It's ice skating rink. So you can see this is called Pershing Square, named after General Pershing. He is one of our top World War I generals. No camping, lodging, no shopping carts, no vending, unless you're an illegal alien. But illegal alien workers are welcome in the sanctuary city. Child rapists are also welcome here. The city welcomes child rapists, especially if you're from foreign countries. So this guy looks like one of our visitors. So we got some police here. That's good. They got some police. This Pershing Square can be very sketchy. There's a lot of homeless people and criminals that loiter here. So it's good if you're cleaning it up. And we got some security. Hopefully this guy's a U.S. citizen and he speaks English. And we got some police here. And looks like they're doing okay. But as you can see, they don't enforce the laws against street vending. Like the sign said, no vending. And you can see they've got these guys vending here. So if you're an illegal Mexican or Latin American, you want to sell stolen food in Los Angeles, you're welcome. Right here. So it says no vending, but we got vendor here. So taxpayers forced to say they don't hire white people. I'll see, maybe they can give me a job. So, nice Christmas tree here. And we got the ice skating rink. That looks pretty good. Nice Christmas tree. That's cool. But as you can see, they let the foreign illegals do all the street vending they want. It's a nice shot here. This looks good, except for the dog do, the horse do. But that's a nice shot. This looks good with the Christmas tree. Hey, can I ask you a question, officer? I'm with the U.S. Nationalist Report.
Yeah.
The sign says no vending on this area, and there's some guys vending over there. Why did they get a pass?
It's up to the Pershing.
Okay, but it says it's illegal. Okay, all right, no problem. Have a nice day. All right, so I guess they don't want to answer, but if you're American and you like jaywalking, you're a big ticket. So double standard. If you're a foreign illegal, you don't like Americans, you get treated like royalty here. But of course, U.S. citizen taxpayers, we get to get royally, you know what, whenever you get a chance. With the cash cows for all the scams. Let me try another area here. I mean, there's good and bad. It's nice. I like the Christmas tree and ice skating rink, but I don't like that they let the foreigners do their illegal street vending because we don't know what kind of food it is. Could be bad for people. We're supposed to be regulating that, and obviously supposed to only be letting U.S. citizens, not people here illegally, make a lot of money. Not right. So I'm going to proceed to some other locations. Might head down to the City Hall area to check out the statue. See what kind of battery power I got here. It's 133%. Hey, you working on this construction site? Do they need workers? Huh? Okay. All right, so you can see the guy's doing construction, but he doesn't know English. So that's a job that should be going to U.S. citizens, guys. So what's going on here? Okay, so I'm gonna look around here, see what's going on. Part of my downtown report is I just checked the general area, looking for any potential news stories. As you can see, there's quite a few sketchy people down here. This guy's kind of walking in my stuff. Go down this way a little bit. So you can see we get these foreigners here, they don't respect Americans. That's why we need legal, vetted immigration. Because letting in all the illegals only contributes to the crime rate. And hey, how much for one of these fruit cups? How much for the watermelon? $5? Okay. How about pineapple? Okay. And I'll ask this lady a question. I might have the cops after me now. So this is good. They have a menorah and Christmas tree. That's nice.